Even as tallying of votes from other parts of the country continued to stream in at the National IEBC Tallying Center in Bomas, it is business as usual in Uasin Gishu County, a day after the repeat presidential elections was conducted, with President Uhuru Kenyatta taking an early lead of 60.8% votes cast in the county.
Then we have Uhuru Kenyatta, who garnered 44,216, followed by Michael Wainaina Mwaura, garnering 29 votes. Michael Wainaina Mwaura garnering 29 votes, followed by Joseph William Viganyaga, who garnered 37 votes. Joseph William Viganyaga, 37 votes. Next was Laila Odinga in the queue, who garnered 294 votes. Laila Odinga garnered 294 votes.
We managed to attain an average of 60.5% of the registered voters. And that translates to 263,598 people who voted yesterday, compared to 267,000 that voted on the 8th of August.
The county, which registered a slight lower voter turnout as compared to August 8th general election, saw area leaders defend the numbers, saying factors such as treacherous terrain, rains, university closure and boycott by NASA supporters as key factors that occasioned the lower voter turnout.
If you look at because we have analyzed all of them, if you look at the turnout for election yesterday, we had 60.5% against 72%, which means our brothers and sisters from NASA were 12%. I think it needs to be very clear first that those who did not vote must be from the other side, who are 12%, and we must respect that.
Us being amongst the last people coming out, or rather finishing. But nonetheless, despite all those problems of the weather, too much rain, and of course, my main constituency being a very big or large constituency, we were able to at least achieve about 64%.
The county, which has finished tallying all the votes cast in all 6 constituencies, which has more than 450,000 registered voters, indicates that President Uhuru Kenyatta is in the lead. The leaders maintain that election of President Uhuru Kenyatta in the repeat poll was legitimate, calling on members of the opposition to live with the reality that he will be validly elected president for the next 5 years.
What has already been announced. We've already gotten 50+1, and we have already gotten 25% in 20 counties. In fact, I think the law should have been amended so that this business of waiting for 14 days, we should actually be swearing in Uhuru Kenyatta on Monday.
What we'll urge Kenyans now is that the repeat has been done. We have satisfied everything that was needed. We expect the president to be sworn in as soon as possible, following, of course, the procedure and the laws, and we go back to work. I'll urge all Kenyans, we have finished elections. Now it is time to work and make sure we bring back all the problems that have been happening and make sure we improve our economy.
Led by Uasin Gishu County Governor Jackson Mandago, the leaders took a sweep at the opposition for their calls to boycott use of certain products by the supporters, stating such a move was unwarranted.
Leadership of NASA, they should distinguish between political competition and economic sabotage. When you hear some leaders saying, oh, we are going to tell our people not to buy that product from I don't know where, we are going to tell them not. We want to say Kenyans depend on one another. I'd like to ask Kenyans and everybody else outside this county that elections are over. Can we now get back to work, restore our economy, and we move forward as a nation?
The leaders welcomed the move by IEBC to have repeat elections in 5 counties, say NASA zones should borrow a leaf from the manner in which the Jubilee Party conduct its affairs for the development of the country. Even as some parts of the country continue to experience chaos occasioned by NASA supporters, Jubilee Island leaders are now calling on NASA supporters as well as their leaders to join the government in calling for national healing and moving the country forward towards economic development. Reporting for KBC Channel 1 from Uasin Gishu County in Eldoret, I'm Linus Moshigadi.